So, good afternoon here on day 9 from the little town of Aksai, the little Kazakh minority here in Gansu. I thought before I pack up the stuff and before we head out here, I would show you what exactly happened with the our chain guard yesterday that got all mangled up in the chain. I don't know if you can see under here, maybe it's better if I show it from the other side, but this, right there, if you see those mounts, this used to be mounted right there, so хорошее качество is all I can say. It seemed like it snapped right at the, right there, not even at the welds, the metal itself just snapped right off there. So now that we are on our way, let me tell you a bit about the journey ahead of us. So today we are heading to the city of Guazhou, and while we could just stay on the provincial road that runs through Dunhuang, I have chosen a route that involves more back roads through the mountains via the Mongolian town of Shibaochengxiang. With this route, the total distance is an estimated 297 kilometers and should take 4 hours and 34 minutes. It should also be way more interesting than just riding along next to the highway for hours. Today it looks like we have a mix of overcast and a possible dust storm, which really adds to the feeling of desolation out here, true no man's land. Quite interestingly though, we are riding just south of the Gobi Desert here. The city of Guazhou actually is right on the edge of the Gobi Desert, so it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. Because up there is a traffic camera, and the way the traffic cameras work out here, it's not a radar that catches you over the speed limit. The way it works is it measures your speed in between 2 points. Well, not your speed, rather your time. So for example, how long it takes you to go 40, 50 kilometers, and then it calculates your speed according to that. So, because I'm a bit over the speed limit here, I'm going to go around the speed camera to avoid it. Even though I'm pretty sure that in China, in 99% of places, all of these speed cameras, they don't pick up motorcycle traffic. Nonetheless, we are going to avoid it anyways. That's the speed camera there on the right. Very interesting here, you can see that all the signs are now also in Mongolian in addition to Chinese. There we go, we've got ourselves a Beijing Jeep in front of us. Not to get run over by the bucket loader. So I just stopped off here to read this sign. It says you already entered the sickness zone. To keep you and others safe, please do not have any contact with the marmots or wild rabbits or other animals. So I don't know what that is about, but I don't think we're gonna stop again in here. That's for sure. We have a dead goat there. For a moment there, I was seriously contemplating going back and not taking this route, but that would mean driving back nearly 70 kilometers in the opposite direction and avoiding this route through Shibaochengxiang altogether. Anyways, feels really creepy out here with no one around and now having just seen that dead goat. I wonder if there is any correlation with this so-called sickness zone, but I think we will find out soon enough.师傅，我问一下，这里面那个疫区是什么疫区啊？我说这里不是写什么疫区吗？我说这儿后面那儿不是显示这是什么疫区吗？哦，他那儿不是显示什么不要接触那些动物吗？ didn't seem that friendly. Well, if that wasn't suspicious, then I don't know what is. Enter a disease zone, and then when you confront the first person around about it, you get brushed off. We take a look and see what's inside here. Some sort of an abandoned house. A big hole here. Yep, definitely not going to go down there. It looks like only birds live here now. We really are in the middle of no man's land out here. So I figured we would come down here and check out this guy's house over here. Well, his gate's closed, so I don't think I'm going to go poking around there, but interesting to see how these people live basically in a riverbed here. I mean, just imagine when a good rain, I mean, I would imagine that his place could easily be underwater there. You're probably thinking the same thing I was. Is that snow on the ground there? The answer is no. It's actually dried salt. That gives you an idea of why almost nothing is growing here when you have crystallized salt on the surface of the ground. Now is a gas station, but I don't know if we're going to be able to find one of those here. 师傅，你们这有加油站吗？他们家有在卖的油。哦，他们有是吧？商店里面。好，太好了，我怕那没油的。哎，你好，那个有汽油吗？有。你们这是没有加油站的？没有。就你一辆。对啊。我自己从那个阿克塞开过来的，我想去那个叫什么挂州。挂州啊？挂州是往这个方向还是往这条路？就这条路。应该有点油吧？有点油的，但是去到挂州应该不够的，加个2-3升应该就够了。2-3升啊？反正看你这个是多少？5升也可以啊。可以。这个帮你拿。一般骑摩托车的不是一走好几个吗？我都是自己的。哎，你们这个小镇有饭店吗？你现在吃不上饭是吧？没到那个点儿是吧？哎，对。你们这是蒙古族的是吧？这是苏北蒙古的自治县。石包城乡。好，够了，可以了。我也都满了，这随便倒，摩托车不费的。我就怕嘛，因为我好像去到挂州还有100多公里吧。下坡路多呀。对啊。下坡路多，不怎么费啊。So for late lunch here, we've got a bit of instant noodles. There are no restaurants open now in this town just because of how remote it is. That barely any people come here. So yeah, got some instant noodles here and a bit of sugar water to replenish some of the lost sugar in the body. And yeah. So a little change of plans here. We were going to take this road right behind us to Guazhou, but I met this guy in a bucket loader who we're going to catch up with here very soon, and he said that I can go to a city called Golmud, and there's a trail through the mountains, and it'll end up cutting about 100 kilometers off of the journey. So we're going to follow him and he'll show us the way. 往前走， 一直往前走。
走得慢一点啊，你一直往前走，前面有一个检查站。检查站你往左走，顺着路，然后没岔路口，走到这个油路的尽头，从那边。
那个检查站他们也知道是吧？
那个不用管，不用管，你直接往那边走就行了。
就往那边。
有一个牌子写的昌马2个字。昌马，然后你往那边走。
就往昌马。
走过去，然后那前面这一段，然后没铺油。是那个我们新修的路，然后走个7公里左右，它就到这个油路上了。然后你顺着那个油路一直往东走，走到那个油路的尽头，尽头左手边就能看到那个淌水的那一块，然后从那个水的那个水不上，基本上没啥水，然后你穿过去向左，它是个土路，然后你顺着那个土路，然后一直往里面走就行了。好，因为它那个就一条路，再没岔路。好，
谢谢，好，拜拜。
慢慢走。
哎。Check out those caves there. Well, it definitely looks like some very old sort of a settlement. That seems to be now being used as a trash can of sorts. God knows how old this is. See what this is over here. You can see how they make it out of these clay bricks. Wow. This must be for the cows nearby. Another one of these very old houses there that looks like actually someone's living inside. If you see the satellite dish on the roof, we'll leave them alone. The way they have from the looks of these buildings and from the irrigation they have here, it really makes you feel like you're driving through ancient Mesopotamia or something. I'm gonna get around this checkpoint. So now we know what the disease was back there. It says here that marmots, wild rabbits, and that carry the rat disease or mouse disease, that this is a high-risk area to come in contact with. So we will be on our way, but at least now we know what the virus or what the disease they were talking about way back there when we entered this road was about. 哎，请问到那个玉门还有多久呢？啊？80公里。啊，这一直往这个方向是吧？哦，谢谢。Well, I was thinking it was going to be more like 30 kilometers, but anyways, good thing we fueled up back there, so we have plenty of fuel. Wow, it looks like that guy back there wasn't wrong. We still got about another 76 kilometers to go, another hour and a half of driving before we get to Yumen there. So yeah, it looks like that guy underestimated the distance, but anyways, it's alright, we're already on the paved road. 这是你的老师啊。
你妈的头盔叫我看看。
干嘛看看？
我想看看你头。
你想看看我头？
啥样？为什么你裤子这么脏呀？
因为前天还是我看应该是前天吧，我在那个青海的察尔汗盐湖，知道吧？我在那儿，我以为那个盐很硬的，我开下去了，结果我整个车就陷进去了。我用了接近1个小时的时间才把这个车给拉出来了。所以这个就是当时的那些泥巴，这个就是你知道这个是代表它来自什么地方，对吧？就像这个车，这个字你应该认识吧？
不认识。
不认识啊？哇！
你骑摩托，你能把这个弄上去，然后，就这样，这一个轮胎弄。
啊，你说翘头吗？这个我不太会，太重了这个车。
那酷炫呀！
要不要坐上去啊？
我
害怕？害怕什么呢？
感觉这个头盔一点都不好看。
是吗？你不喜欢我的头盔？
喜欢这个。
哦。
那像滑雪一样。
There we go, the Sunshine Hotel. Hello， 帮你入住了。
我都看不清脸了，在这边呢。
好。ta da! There you go. Can't beat it for $40 a night. Here we go for dinner tonight. We've made it to a small hot pot restaurant. So when all the food comes, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Here I've got myself a little sauce here and some vegetables and a bit of potato and tofu to chuck in there once it comes. Here we go. We've got some beef. We've got our hot pot here that's going to be boiling soon, and we got our sauce. I'm going to chuck some of this meat in there.